Hello, this is the TradeSite US Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Wednesday, the 14th of August, 2019. Hope you had a good trading Tuesday. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. It was a big day for us in futures, obviously. Um, There's some stuff in stocks too, but the big stuff was in futures. Open range plays netted us a lot of money. Meanwhile, we've recovered most of the last week. You can see we're back to about that point. Puts us mid-range for the last 5 months. Hasn't really been much of a range for the last 5 months. So we'll go through the major daily charts, then we'll talk about the intra-day action, then we'll look at the news that's coming out for Thursday or for Wednesday and see what we got. Okay, crude oil down 39 cents to 54.59. Sorry, to 56.71. My bad. The 10-day moving average is 54.59. Gold down 50 cents. Doesn't really matter from the move today, but it was did sweep a new high, and it's at all-time highs. S&P gains 43.23. This was a big push up. We started out flat. We shoved higher early, as you'll see. The NASDAQ 100 up 166.47. Interestingly, that doesn't change much about where we're at in the markets. We're not at highs or anything like that. SOX up 42.68. The biotech's up 38.44. The Russell 2000 up 16.30. The VIX loses $3.57, so dropping back quite a bit from where it has been the last couple of days. The trend, it closed at 0.89. Remember, it's that trend high reading on the 10-day moving average that got Rich to tell us pre-market that he thought there was going to be a sharp rally, and there was. It was a good day for that, and that's what helped with the opening range plays and the Apple trade and some other stuff. Trend closed. The NASDAQ volume was only 2.3 billion, so even though it was a good up day, the down days have still had bigger volume, and that's a problem. NASDAQ advanced decline ratio plus 1152, some more stocks up and down, plus 1232 on the New York. Google gains $22.23, doesn't really matter. Apple up 8.49, also doesn't really matter. Netflix up $1.45, doesn't really matter. Amazon up 39.42. Some of these sound like big numbers, and they're really not based on the price level of these stocks. Tesla, look at up 5.99, and it looks like it's just a blip. Facebook up 3.08. Goldman Sachs did gain $2.59. We could easily get to a 13 sell signal here on Goldman if we just ticked up for a few days. Yeah, we got to be above the 8, so never mind. That's not going to happen. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down 49 cents, but still very near highs, and quite a rally there this year. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 372 points, and that's it. In terms of intraday action, here's the 5-minute candles. So as you can see, we actually opened down a couple of points, and then it was just a straight 20-minute, 30-minute shoot up. Tried to go higher about 30 minutes later and failed, and then the rest of the day, this is what we see too much these days. If there is some action early, that's great, but then the rest of the day is boring, and the rest of the day sat in a very narrow range on the S&P for hours and hours and hours. NASDAQ side, not much different at all. So it was a good day in that one period, but if you sit around and you're trying to figure out things to do in the afternoon and after lunch, none of it materializes, and it is what it is. All right, in terms of economic data coming out on, let's just talk about Wednesday at this point, obviously. Import-export prices an hour before the bell, mortgage delinquencies later in the day, crude oil inventories an hour into the market. That's that. Got a lot of data coming out Thursday and a couple of things Friday, so we'll talk about that in the next preview. Main thing is just what are we going to do tomorrow? Are we going to get some follow-through off of this big up day, or was this the attempt at a bounce? And then we fail from here and go. We'll see what happens. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken the trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple of weeks. Have a great trading